guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Thank you for joining us. So we're starting off this video a little bit differently today. Just felt like doing it this way, give it a try, see how we go. So in today's video, we're going to be going through all the different tools that I use when I create my nail art. So you'll recognize the Silicone Tool from our previous video with the color mixing. Very similar to my different gel polishes, I get my brushes from various different brands. So as you can see here, I've got some from Brillbird. This is a Kirsty Meakin brand brush. I also have a Get Buffed. These dotting tools are from eBay. And then I also have InStyle, and the Silicone Tool is also from eBay, I think. So very similar to the gel polish, I find brushes that I know will do what I want them to do. So depending on if you have some line art that you need to do or some finer detail work that you need to do as well, it will depend on which brushes you use and which brushes you get. So a little bit about all of the brushes. So as you can see here, I have a few very fine brushes. I don't know if you can see that. Focus. So as you can see, they're all very fine. So I will use these type of brushes for your very fine line work. If you don't, like if you can't use a longer brush and it's like going around the outside of characters or outlining something small as well, I'll generally use these two brushes. So this is your Brillbird Zero brush, and this is your Get Buffed mini brush. So I will use these two brushes. Then if I have some line work, like I'm creating some, like during Christmas, your candy cane pattern, I will use this brush. So this is your Get Buffed Brienne, however you want to say it. So I will use this brush as well. As you can see, it's been sitting, I haven't done line work for a while. But yeah, so I'll use this brush, or I will also use a really long, thin brush as well, which I don't have here at the moment. So these are the ones that I will use for my line work. Dotting tools are probably the must-have when it comes to nail art. Your dotting tool can really help you, especially in creating eyes and also creating circles if you have heads to do. So you'll see me use them throughout all of the videos. But if you need to create larger circles, it's better to use a dotting tool and sort of create the circle moving out. Otherwise, like I said, it's really good for creating lines. So you have different thicknesses when it comes to the dotting tool. So I highly recommend getting different sized ones because they will help you in creating some of your nail art. So I also use dotting tools for creating hearts, and then I go in with one of my fine brushes as well. So dotting tool is a must-have if you want to start getting into nail art. So as you know from the previous video, I use a Silicone Tool for mixing colors. As you can see, there's still a bit of paint on there. So a Silicone Tool is really good for mixing colors, also for applying chrome as well. So as you can see here, I've got chrome on my nails. So I will use my finger to rub it in and then really rub it in with the Silicone Tool, just very gently so you don't scratch it. Scratch the chrome. But like I said, this is also really, really good for mixing your colors as well. So this is another really fine brush that I use. I've actually cut this brush myself. It was a lot thicker than it is, and I've actually just taken a few of the hairs off to create a finer brush. Now, if you're going to do this, just keep in mind that because there's less hairs in there, it's not going to hold as much paint. So you will need to reapply or dip it back into your gel polish more often than you would if you didn't alter it at all. But this I find is really helpful in creating those really, really fine lines, especially with flowers. You're creating little highlights and also in characters as well, creating a really fine outline on the character. So this is another Brill Bird. This is the smile lined brush. So this one I think is usually used for creating your smile line in your French nail. So you would paint the gel polish and then you would use this to create the smile line as you go around. But I actually use this for cleaning up any mistakes that I make on the nail art. I also use this for applying any mixed gel polish I might make as well. To be honest, I don't actually use it for what it's intended for. I use it for a whole bunch of other things as well. So you'll see me using this. Throughout all of the videos as well. Now, these three brushes are your thicker brushes. So I use this one a lot for applying gel polish if I have a large surface area in the nail art. So for example, if the base color for a character is all one color, I'll use this to apply it rather than the thinner brushes, so it'll save time. So I will also use this brush for cleaning up. If I have any line work that is a bit thick, I will use this to sort of go along the edge of the lines just to sort of make it a bit thinner and to clean it up a bit, create sharper lines. So I will use this brush to clean up any larger mistakes that I might make. So if there's an eye that just doesn't seem to look right, I'll use this to clean it up as well. This one I also mostly use for cleaning up. Again, I use it for a lot of fine detail cleanup. To be honest, the difference between these two will depend on your nail art. So using one of these, I will sort of see what my nail art is like. So this is a lot thinner, so it doesn't give me as much flexibility as this one does. So I can only sort of cover a small amount of area cleaning up, whereas this one is longer and it gives me more flexibility. So if I have any curves that need to be cleaned up, I'll generally go for this brush. So that's about it, guys. Nice and short one for you, very short. If you have any questions about any of the brushes that I have, how I use them, and where to get them, I will put a link to them down in the description box as well. But you can always just drop me a message in the comment section, or you can also contact me on our Facebook or Instagram pages as well. Those links will also be down in the description box. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. We're going to work on doing some actual nail art in the next video, so you'll see me use all of these brushes as well. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.